All right, I'm gonna start with pork belly. Okay. Well, let's just use this old guy. Now, Kelly, what's good? How are ya?
Oh, I was just going to send you this video, but you've gone on live, so you don't care about watcher drama right now?
Not right now. Karen, I'm good. How are you? Can I make a funny noise? Oh my gosh.
Hi, Gabe!
How's it going, Gabe? Nelson, what's good? Kelly, that's good, man. I'm doing really well today. How's your guys' Sundays? And can I make a funny noise? Hold up. Let me figure something out right quick, all right? Got it. Damn, you got some percussion on that, honey.
Yeah, that hurt my face.
Damn.
That hurt my face for you, Gabe.
Oh, now I have to do it. Oh, I see.
Count.
It doesn't get to count, you fucking guy. All right.
Hey, Gabe.
Oh, now I have to do it. Oh, I see.
Count.
It doesn't get to count, you fucking guy. All right. Let's see.
I mean, now the kid's farting in the background. That's great.
I'm doing it with my hand.
You're doing it with your hands.
Okay. You do that? It sounds like sadness. Oh, that sounds weird ASMR in my head.
Make the Deluxe noise. I don't know what that is.
Gabe, we're gonna have to get him a kazoo or something.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get me a noisemaker. But anyways, man, I hope you're all having a really great Sunday. I was just going to keep it a nice, easy... Damn, it's windy.
Yeah, it's
Gotta keep that closed. I was also thinking about keeping it a nice, easy overall day. What I'm making today is we got these really cool like frozen sesame type noodles. So they're going to be more like a blanched noodle with like a type of sesame sauce that goes into the noodle. I'm going to throw in just a little bit of extra veg into there. And today our main focus for the protein will be this pork belly, which at T&T today was like hella cheap. So it cost about $17 for... This is a 2-pound thing. So it was roughly about, I'm going to say it was roughly about $7 or $8 per pound. I think this is actually a 2-pounder. Yeah, it was like, actually if less, it was like what, $4 per pound for pork belly?
It was $4 per pound. It was like $17 for you to buy the whole thing.
Yeah, it was like $17 in total for like a bunch of pork belly. So that was an insane deal we got today. Hell yeah, dude. You're more than welcome. You know how it is. So what I wanted to do with the pork belly today is I would really want to do just like a hard sear on the fat cap here. Because I'm not looking to make it like a super crispy. What I want is I really want to, oh man, look at the grain on that. That's awesome, right? Good amount of meat on the bottom. So this is going to be a really sumptuous, nice, soft pork belly. So what I was thinking about doing is I'm going to sear the top of this. I'm going to more or less just score it, put it down to a pan, and start pretty much searing it so I can get the nice scores on it. And then I'm going to braise it using a little bit of the braising liquid, a little bit of sesame oil, a little bit of stock, and we'll probably go from there. I think that will be a really good start to that as well to pair up on top of that. I'm going to do a nice braised. Shelly, thank you so much for the follow. Where'd I look? where I learned to cook is the School of Hard Knocks, my friend. Valone, yes, this is a nice good chunk of pork belly. So essentially, this is the whole uncut version of what you would assume is bacon, right? This is before it's been smoked, all that stuff. But what's really awesome about this piece is that it has a lot of versatility. It's once it's done cooking, it'll be very soft, very sumptuous. Okay. Oh man, Shelly, thanks so much for the heart me. I appreciate you, and thanks so much for the roses. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. I'm just going to give this a quick score. Okay, and I have just in my pan, I'm going to have a nonstick pan going on dry. Okay.
How long does it take for it to cook?
To be honest with you, it'll probably take a little over an hour, if I don't score it or if I don't braise it out. Actually, if anything, it'll probably take about 45 minutes. You can continue doing this on low for as long as you really want, but I think I've cooked pork belly for up to about 16 hours to get a really, really soft pork belly. In this case, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to treat it very much just like a braised pork. So I assume it'll take a little bit over an hour. And what then I'll do is... because it's so thin. So what I'll do is I'll probably just end up taking it, cutting this into thirds and slicing down against the grain nice and thinly. Just so we have nice, like almost like char siu type portions. I think that'll be really, really nice. Okay, so I have my scoring lines. I'm just going to go ahead and run my knife just to make sure I get it properly all the way cut. The problem with, again, pork skin and anything like that is that it's very, very dense. So you're going to make sure your cuts are all the way through. Yeah, which they will. Because what you're looking for here is that you're not going to cut, all the way through the skin necessarily. What you're really looking for is the ability to, when you sear it, that these squares open up the fat content underneath the skin. And that's what's going to infuse a lot of your flavor into your braising liquid. Okay, so then you're kind of more guaranteeing that you have a very nice coverage of the marinade. Hey, Iron Maiden. Nope, never mind. Thought I saw him.
Yep.
And sir, yes, it's already coming together nice and slowly. Again, today's a pretty simple day for a Sunday Sunday dinner. I didn't want to have to do anything too crazy. Because again, the dumplings I just pre-purchased, and I'm just going to sear that into a pan. Really, really simple, because again, those at TNT were actually quite cheap for what it was. This was probably the best deal that we found at TNT today, so I really wanted to help emphasize this cut of meat. Okay. What I will do as well is I'm actually just going to go ahead and cut this. Going to cut this in half. Yeah, sesame noodles. Hell yeah. Am I a self-taught cook? I would say... I wouldn't argue that as a statement. I'm a cook that actually just kind of learned from being in the kitchen for so many years. I didn't go to school, is what I'm saying. I just learned since I was 13. I was a dishwasher. A couple years later, I went onto the line, learned prep, learned basic line cooking, like deep frying, doing garde manger, stuff like that, and then just slowly moving myself up. Yeah. Ghost, do you cook at home? And is that Day Mare or Day Marge? Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Okay, so in the pan, on a medium heat, I'm just going to go ahead and slowly get this thing searing off, okay? Again, I really want to really help emphasize a good crust right away. Absolutely, right on, dude. I appreciate that. What's your kind of favorite stuff to be cooking at home? I want to encourage a really great crust, and then I'm going to flip it over, and then I'm going to, in the pan, just start putting in a little bit of your braising liquid, water, and powdered stock, and then we're just going to get that up to a slight simmer and shoot it into the oven for the rest of the episode, for roughly about maybe the next hour or so. Just made eggs, chefing out here on another level. Hey man, to be honest with you, we've had several days of like doing different types of eggs and learning how to do eggs on a more substantial level, right? Don't put yourself down, because the eggs can be complicated if you make them, you know what I'm saying? But that's great, man. And PUBG Mobile Player, thank you so much for the follow as well. More of an Asian style. Nice. Yeah, me too. I love doing mostly like Asian style things. Salt or anything? Yes, eventually we will definitely. Vallone, thank you so much for the follow. And Ghost, thank you guys so much for the follow. I appreciate it. I will be seasoning this pork belly pretty heavily, but it'll be in the braise, okay? Because I do want to encourage a really great braise overall. So it really just helps break down like this part of the meat itself, like the tendon, like the meat part. All the fat and all that stuff will render out pretty easily once it's been baked for about an hour. Yeah. Yeah, because I think you slice that shit down, boom, throw that over top of a nice bunch of noodles. I think it'll be a really gorgeous thing. Okay, I'm going to move my meat cutting board just over here. I'm just going to give my knives just a quick wash with some soap. Okay. And then, so appetizer will be dumplings. I'm thinking with just like a really simple, just a sweet soy sauce that I just blend up. And then for dinner, for dessert, I haven't really truly decided if I want to do dessert today. But the one thing that I was thinking of, yeah, pork belly is awesome, dude. It's just such a high quality. I mean, you can do anything with it. It's always super easy to like pretty much cook, and it's like you can't really mess it up too hard. You know what I'm saying? And I love that. So what I was saying for dessert, I was thinking about doing an ice cream sandwich, but I was thinking about doing it Japanese style, which is to say, we got some really nice fresh baked mango milk bread, gorgeous square of milk bread, right? Right, cut these things relatively thin, boom. Maybe just give them a small toast in the oven, and I'm gonna sandwich just straight up white chocolate on each side. And I'm going to just sandwich like just some Neapolitan ice cream in between it. And that's like a super legit, super literal ice cream sandwich. I think that'll be hilarious to me. Nice. Okay. And anybody out there, if you guys can as well, just keep going ahead, spamming the like button for me. Because again, what do you call it? It helps me in the algorithm, helps me find other like-minded people like yourselves who love food culture, you know, all that good stuff. Yeah, let's get them in here, you know what I'm saying? And if you know anybody or have a quick second to share this live, because it's most likely if you're here, you at least know one other person that would love to be here as well. Okay, so let's just go ahead, take a gander at where we are on the skin. Oh yeah. Now it's starting to get nice and charry. Some of it's sticking. Good. Now we're starting to get like a lot of that pre-render off of it. Because again, it doesn't matter if some of it sticks. No, that side, I'm going to actually want to... What I think I'm going to actually do here is I do have to add actually a little bit of oil because I'm not getting enough quick render from the fat. So it's going to add a little bit of spray on canola oil and shoot this back on for just a couple more seconds. Because again, I got some good charring on this side, but you do want to kind of get the complete sear on that pork. Okay. I'm going to turn up the heat just a touch. Nice. Okay, so on this side, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start seasoning it with some Asian spices. And I'll use that for the braise. Cool. Okay, so again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just give it a spray with the canola oil. Just so it has a little something to stick to. I'm going to go with some white pepper. Okay. I'm going to do some Asian 5-spice. Okay. And then I'm going to do a little bit of just powdered garlic. Okay. Just making sure that it wasn't like garlic salt because you don't want to add too much crazy sodium. Grandma M, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome. Okay. Yeah, so that's what I'm talking about. It's a nice, better crust. And then I can start going ahead and searing the bottom. Okay, that's better, but it's not exactly fully what I want. So I'm probably going to hit that with the blowtorch.
What do you do for a job, bud?
What do I do for a job? Currently, I'm still, I'm still a cook, still a chef. But right now, at this moment, I am a stay-at-home dad. Hell yeah. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and hit this with just a touch of water. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead with that water underneath.
Can you make a funny noise again, my man?
Can I make a funny noise again? Hey, that's a job. Busy, yes, it is. It's been my life's work so far. Because right now I'm just in between jobs. I just want to not really necessarily have to do restaurant work necessarily. I do want to work with food. I haven't really discovered what that is, but I do want to do it in like the media space because I love filmography and all that stuff. Britt, thanks so much for the heart me. I appreciate it. Yeah, because that's pretty much my passion as well, is to do like high-end media, commercial stuff, create and edit videos. It's a passion of mine to do that well. So I'm going to add in just a hit of, it's going to be a mixture of beef stock. Come on.
If you cook salmon steak, is it skin up or skin down? It is skin down, I bet.
Yes, I prefer if you have a nice non-stick pan or a nice non-stick cooking surface, spray it down with some nice spray, and then sear it skin side down the whole way until you get to about 90% done cooked. Flip it over just lightly on the flesh side for that extra 10%. Gorgeous. Yes, it is a Slayer hoodie. I got this guy at my first Slayer concert in 1997. Now that you guys coming to an end at 6, oh yeah. He's his own person at this point. Yes, that is the point of people noticing my channel. Because again, the phrase "fuck you, I'm eating" is a reference to both Idiocracy, and it is a statement to my fellow other chefs who are also a lot of pretentious French. I don't eat that, it's below me bullshit, because I believe in survival and cooking food that makes me happy. Oh, you were just listening to Show No Mercy? Yo, hey, if you like Slayer, did you see their new vinyl that they put out? It is crazy. I do, yes. I do love the gastronomy part of creating food. Because, again, in the early 2000s, I learned, or I practiced primarily what was known as, like, molecular gastronomy. It was one of my things that I truly just couldn't live without. Because I love food science. I love plating. It's one of my favorite things. And Alec Tulit, thank you so much for the follow. And Sonic More Retro, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. What other metal bands do I like? Pretty much like all the generic ass ones from like the early 2000s. I like pretty much metalcore. Like I used to love As I Lay Dying until that whole controversy came out. I love Trivium. Metal bands, I guess now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I love the band. I don't love the singer from As I Lay Dying. I really loved like Suicide Silence. These days I like listening to like Knock Loose. I was a big hardcore kid as well. Like this concert, Slayer in '97 was opened up by a band named Hatebreed, one of my favorite bands of all time. Johnny, what am I cooking tonight? I am cooking some sesame noodles with some nice, what do you call it? With some nice pork belly that I'm just searing up, and I'm going to put some braise and season up real nice. And then also I'm going to be doing some nice seared dumplings that I got from the TNT. Anything be good if cooked proper to a point. Yes, 100%. And Keaton, what is good, dude? It's good to see you. Yeah, see, the thing is, I really, again, I always show my age because I always go like, I always say that like I loved them more so in the early days when they were more like hardcore leaning or like metalcore leaning. Nowadays, like Trivium's like pretty metal. You know what I mean? They lean more of like the Metallica way or the Metallica side of thrash or the Metallica side of like the riffs, which is great. But I'm not a Metallica fan personally, so yeah. Yeah. So now I got this really nice. You can tell it's nice. It's plumping on the bottom. So at this point, I'm actually just going to hit with just a touch more water, just so I have so it doesn't like the water doesn't reduce too much in the oven. Okay, I'm just going to bring this back up to a nice simmer. And then I'm also going to be hitting it with just to boost that, what do you call it? Just to help boost the flavor profile from the Chinese spice. I put a little bit of cloves. And then I'm going to be hitting with a bit of the brown braising sauce. Okay, so this is, what I like about the braising sauce is this is kind of like a cheat to not have to buy like 3 bottles of like other things. So it's your soy sauce, your mirin, I believe it's brown sugar. Yeah, it has a little bit of the MSG in there. You know what I'm saying? So it's basically just like a dark soy-based braising liquid, right? Which is great for like duck, great for pork, great for chicken. Yeah, the Azalea Dying singer definitely like the problem I have with Azalea Dying is that I never really listened to the lyrics. I was huge on the riffs though. The riffs were like iconic to me. And when the singer messed up, that was it, right? That was 100% like I can't back this band. New Ozzy album. I actually haven't listened to Ozzy in a little while. I'm not really huge on Ozzy or Black Sabbath because again, I like more modern stuff if I can, like Polyphia. Just I like hearing more modernized versions of music, you know what I mean? Yeah, Ace of Spades by Motorhead is a classic though. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. What do the black nails mean? They don't actually mean anything. It's just something that I am able to do because I can. I've been painting my nails literally since I don't know, since I was about 15. I'm 38 now. That was not hoisin sauce. It was braising liquid. But you can, of course, use hoisin sauce at the end of braising your, when you're done braising your pork belly. Could I find that at Quebec, though? You talking about the braising liquid? If you have an Asian market, yes, you can. And Don and Bella, how are you? It's great to see you. Welcome. Yeah, and Ocean Between Us is an amazing album. I'll be real. Actually, to be honest with you, pretty much their first like 4 albums were timeless to me. Again, riffs were just crazy. Because I was a huge fan of the one with 94 Hours and like yeah, just like all the super metalcore style hardcore songs. Those are all my favorite. Harpreet, thank you so much for the follow. Do I like Roy Khan? Roy Khan, how do I know that name? Of Camelot. To be honest with you, I never listened to as much to Camelot. I believe that's like fantasy metal. Am I wrong?
I don't know. I am not a metal fan.
Yeah, that's like Camelot. If I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna put in just a little bit of chicken bouillon stock as well. This is gonna help amplify the MSG as well as the Frail Words Collapse is a killer, an amazing album. Just insane. Because again, when we saw them live, it was Sounds of the Underground. That was the one with the Treyu and like, right? And that's where I got like their signatures on a T-shirt. This is way back, like way back. But like that, they did the entire that entire album, Fail Words, and it was amazing. Like Jesus. Your type of kind of music or favorite kind of music? To be honest with you, I like most like. To me, I don't really consider myself like a metalhead as much as I do consider myself somebody that loves hardcore. Just because, again, certain connotations of metal have kind of been soured for me, if you will.
They come with baggage.
Yeah, yeah. Whereas, like, again, I'm an old punk kid. Like, I did a lot of activism when I was in punk bands, right? But hardcore really stuck with me because of the message, the community. Stuff like that, and I thought that was kind of more for me. I found with metal, it's still very kind of in its own way elitist and had its issues. Yeah, especially with like, you know what I mean, especially with like hating women and like its homophobic tendencies and all that stuff. Yeah, I just can't back it, right? Whereas like hardcore kind of, it was there, but like it was way less. And then if you was there, you would usually just beat the shit out of it. 6 tips for country or pork skin. To be honest with you, what you would do for the pork skin itself is, let me just go ahead and shoot this into the oven real quick before I get into it. Okay, so good tips for getting a good crunchy pork skin is brine your pork belly first. And then when you're going to go to crisp it, what you will do is you're going to take your pork skin side up. You're going to puncture a million holes into it. And then you're going to put a ton of salt. Right? Then you're going to leave that into a bowl of water again for another few hours just to kind of just make sure that all the holes kind of get left separated open and loose. You're going to drain it off, rinse it off correctly. Then you're going to put that into your oven. You're going to fully cook your pork belly, right? So it's going to melt the top, and then you're going to put that top, you're going to rewrap your pork with a little bit of tin foil just until you get to the skin. Like, so skin side up, and put it directly under the broiler or a high heat oven of like 450. And that should be enough to fully crisp it. If it's not fully crisp, you can also take your burner, right? And go ahead and just finish it off like that. Yeah, getting in line for a show was crazy. And D, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, Bogart, you're good. Yeah, no worries, bro. Valone, you're back. Hey, what is good? Yeah, so right now we're just working on a few things here and there. So I have my pork bellies in, right? I'm going to start with that. Then in a small pan, okay, just in a small pan, I'm going to just throw into the back burner. And for the noodles, what I was thinking about is I really want to do it in, I have these these Asian beef balls that we use for pho. Instead, I'm actually going to go ahead and braise them up. And then I'm just going to slice them into 3s or 4s, quarters. And then I'm going to put that with the noodles as well. So I'm just going to have that in the back, just heating slowly. Yo, Valone, man, get in there, bro. You know what I'm saying? If I can help you get into the cooking and encourage you to at least set your foot in there, get your hands dirty, by all means, man. That's what I'm all about. And Leroy, thank you so much for the follow, man. I appreciate you for being here. When is the next cook with me? I haven't decided. Just because I've been on the search for for work, right? So I really haven't put much thought into it. But most likely it'll probably be in the next couple weeks. Hey, right on, man. First timer, I appreciate you, bro. And anyways, you are welcome. Right? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna love the community we got here. All that good stuff, baby. CJ, thanks so much for the rose, dude. Appreciate it. Slaying Dexter, thank you so much for the follow, bro. I appreciate you, man. So yeah, I got that pork belly in. I think for veg today, we're just gonna keep it real simple. I got some nice bok choy. I'm gonna probably split a few of those. We're probably just gonna give those a quick blanch or even a roast in the pan. I think that'll be pretty fire. So for the nudes, oh, can you do me a solid? Downstairs, I put the noodles in the freezer.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. Right on. So I think I got that on for the noodles in the back. Boom, boom, 2, 3. This will be for, I'm gonna turn that off just so it doesn't get too hot. This will be for the dumplings, which we got. I'm actually gonna go ahead and slice off at least one piece of bread for the ice cream sandwich. Just gonna give this board a quick flip just in case. Okay, so again, like look at that. That's awesome, perfectly square, gorgeous, really nice and dense. Oh, thank you.
We don't have any ketchup out.
Just in case the hair shows up. And Slaying Dexter and Fake Red Bull, thank you guys so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome. So yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and slice off as best as I can without messing up this this bread. Just gonna slice off a couple nice good pieces, and what I'm gonna do with them is I'm just gonna have them thrown into just the oven so they toast up just a little bit, so that they don't absorb the ice cream just like so dramatically, right? But like, look at that. That's gorgeous. The grain on this, amazing. Definitely smell a bit of that nice fresh mango or mango puree that they use for it. Yes, that is awesome. Okay. Cool. So yeah, so this is the noodles that I found at the store. So like what they are, and it's only a one star on the chili level, which means that my little kiddo can have this. Not the biggest fan of chili, but one day she might be. So here's hoping. So what's awesome is it comes with just like Indomie. So you're gonna have your cold pack of sauce, right? Your soy sauce, your sesame paste, and your chili oil as you like it. So I'm gonna keep 2 of these to the side. Boom. And then for your noods, it's these. Look how awesome that is. Right, so these are basically like the ramen style fresh frozen noodles. So these are always really nice to have. And essentially the way that's going to work is you're going to just boil them off, I assume. Yeah, we just boil them off, drain them off, and then toss them. Toss them with your accoutrement. Give it a mix, and that's it. So these are pretty easy going as is. Hey? Hey. Hey now. No shoes in the house? Yeah, I know. I can't. No, we never do shoes in the house. I am that Asian.
I have Bandit.
Is there a Bam Bam? Oh, yay. Look at these tum-tums. Yeah. Tum-tums. Yeah, and that is true. Heat tolerance is definitely something that is acquired. Just because it's not something, yes, it's something that we don't, what do you call it? It's something that you used to get used to, right? Again, I love hot and spicy things, but like, it's been in pursuit of that, right? Like I have like some of the hottest hot sauces right now, and like you just don't get used to them overnight. You build up to it, right? But with that said, I mean, a little spice always goes a long way. I think this will be the right amount of chili. What's for dessert? Okay, so yeah, so for dessert, I got these nice Japanese mango milk bread that I sliced. Boom, okay. I'm gonna throw these into the oven to give a quick toast. And then I'm going to quite literally just smear it with some white chocolate ganache as a layer. And then I'm just going to use Neapolitan ice cream. I'm going to smash them together and quite literally make an ice cream sandwich. And it's going to be awesome. Like I might even smear like some peanut butter in it, but like we'll get there when we get there. You know what I'm saying? I think it'll just be so good. You know what I'm saying? Like as long as I don't put like lettuce and tomato on it, I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, that might be weird.
That might be real weird. Hell yeah. All right, so nice. Yeah, so now we're getting a good The scent is amazing, so that's just going to be allowed to let go, do its thing for the next, I'm going to say by like 5:30 it should be, or like by 5:15 should be okay to go. But Neapolitan, yeah, the reason it's Neapolitan is because that's all we got. Yeah, mug microwave cakes are easy. I just really like. I saw, what was it? What did we see earlier today? They're like the fruit sandwiches from the Japanese fruit sandwiches. It's like heavy chantilly cream with like slices of fruit on the inside. I really wanted that, but I forgot to get whipped cream and strawberries.
We also forgot to get condensed milk.
And condensed milk, like an idiot. So this will be the next best pivot. You know what I'm saying? Hey, John, you know what I'm saying, bro. But I will keep a mug cake in mind because I do love doing those. I had a homegirl that was like her thing because she can make them gluten-free as well. Because again, she had like, or dairy-free. Gluten-free, dairy-free? Probably both. So she had like a couple ailments that she was able to control by doing her own microwave cakes. Which is awesome, right? Can't complain with that. Chapman's is actually, it's not too bad for the price, like absolutely, and it's very consistent, right? It's very nice, soft ice cream, even out of the freezer. The ice creams that I really truly hate are the ones that are like bricks. They're like, right, and you're just like you're trying to like chisel at it, and you're like, God, I hate this. Like, who would make ice cream like this? All right, so I got that going in the back. I'm gonna grab my. What do we have here? We got them beef balls. All right, so before I put the beef balls in, again, when it comes to these beef balls, they're already lightly flavored, but what you really want to do is you want to, again, encourage just a little bit of extra seasoning into it. So here I have my mushroom powdered base for soup, right? And I got a little bit of extra beef base to give it some just extra beefiness, extra body, all right? How am I making dumplings? So, and Toby, thank you so much for the follow, man. I appreciate it. We just grabbed the dumplings themselves from the store, and I'm just going to do them gyoza style and just sear them in the pan. MJ, what's good, dude? Okay, so I'm just going to throw in a few of those bad boys in there. Right? Got a few I got left over. And how do I make fresh dumplings? Okay, so, yeah, in this case, I'm just doing it store-bought just because, again, I wanted to keep it a really easy Sunday. I didn't want to have to actually try too hard today because keep it easy. But if you were to make dumplings, you would do a nice dumpling dough, which would comprise mostly of just flour and water with a little bit of baking soda. That's what keeps it, yeah, it would be baking soda, if I'm not mistaken, and a little hit of salt. What makes the flour stick together? It's water. Having peanut hoisin sauce, chicken stir fry from HelloFresh, nice. You know that's going to be good. Oh my God, yeah. It has bok choy. Hey, yeah, I'm using a little bit of bok choy as well tonight. Because again, I love it because it's, again, for a cabbage, it's a little bit more bitter. Great flavor profile overall. Yeah, can't complain with it, you know what I mean? Can you add egg to stick to the flour together? You can, but remember by adding egg, what you're now doing is you're making pasta dough at this point. When it comes to doing dumpling wrapping, the difference between a ravioli and a dumpling is the addition of the egg yolks, adding that fat content. If you want to do a dumpling, you would add most likely, because I'm pretty sure it's like water, baking soda, salt, and flour, right? And then you would mix that together, and it'd be a very fine, very grainy type of dough that you'd put together. That you would, because when you steam it, shouldn't souffle. It should actually be a very just more like a thick, take on water kind of dough. Whereas the ravioli will be more of a hard dough. And same thing with yeast. Yeah, you don't want your dough to rise. It's dumpling doughs are definitely do not have yeast. And Avery, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Because if you want any reference to that, I do believe, I can't remember the website, but like there is a bunch of really great Chinese or Vietnamese or Malaysian internet connections online that you can find like different dumpling recipes. You know what I mean? And I highly recommend looking them up. You're eating dinner late, so I'm eating while you cook. Hey, right on, dude. Even though you're 4 hours ahead, damn. Eating at 8, oh man, that's a late night dinner. No, because remember, when it comes to dumplings, you're either going to boil the dumpling, you're going to steam the dumpling, or you're going to fry the dumpling. So you're going to have still a very sumptuous dough because of the consistency, and it wouldn't be hard to digest, or it wouldn't be tough, because when you do a dumpling dough, you're gonna you're gonna whittle it out from a ball. You're gonna flatten it out, circle, and then you're gonna keep the center just slightly thicker when you make your dough, because then you're gonna pack it in with nice wet material, and then you're gonna fold it as you would, and we call it the layers of the actual dough itself will be quite thin. And Manitoba Métis Mom, how are you? Thank you so much for the follow. And Lee, thank you so much for the follow. Wife's away overnight. I'm having my favorite solo night dinner. Tabbouleh with blue cheese and crack. Ooh, damn, yeah, that's nice. Hell yeah. If you look up dumpling recipe on Google, just look for the recipes that have like 4.5 to 5 stars, right? I don't recommend allrecipes.com, but if you find a more legitimate, like a Chinese or an Asian style blog that has recipes, that's the one you should be going for.
Benji was asking, what do you think of Instant Pots?
Instant Pots.
Also, I'm going over to Britt's place.
Nice. Yeah, do it. Massive Mastiffs, thanks so much for the follow. And Instant Pots.
Like we have one on the counter with Dad's.
Oh, like the Ninja thing, the Ninja Pot. I don't mind them. They're really great for braising. Like you can do some really interesting types of braises. But you want to make high quality dumplings? Okay, so then look up, what was it called? Look up, hey, what was that Michelin restaurant that had like the dumplings we went to in the Philippines?
No, it was the lowest price Michelin star restaurant in Manila. I can't remember.
Damn. Sunshine Bliss, hit me up in the DMs with a just make sure you put under the preface looking for high quality dumpling recipes. I will send you a link to a Michelin restaurant that does dumplings for the cheapest price, and they're a Michelin restaurant, and they are worldwide, right? And you can try going with that. Are you open to doing KD remake challenge? Cook KD and do several spins on it? Yes, I'm 100% down with that. I did I think there was KD on sale not too long ago, and I did chili mac with it, because I mean I'm all about turning cheap stuff into like expensive stuff, because again there will be episodes where because we are in a recession right now, so money will become eventually super tight. So I will be doing stuff with what do you call it? Indomie. I'll be doing stuff with like instant ramen packets, which I'm doing now. You know what I mean? And just trying to find ways to economize recipes. You have one that's a slow cooker built in. That's fire, dude. Yeah, and I love the Instant Pots that you can kind of reuse as a slow cooker. I really love, because you can make birria. Excuse me. Yeah, you can do like birria tacos and stuff like that. And that to me is amazing. Miami Melly, hey, I am locked in. Hey, thank you so much for rolling through, bro. How are you? It's great to see you, as usual. You hit me with a gold mine. God damn. Hey, man, thank you so much. What's birria tacos? Birria is a type of, I think it's beef that's been slow roasted or slow cooked over a couple hours, and it's just fall apart. Gorgeous, and you would put that into a taco that you would sear on the flat top with a bit. Hey, you look good in gold. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, bro. You're always full of love when you're here, man. I really appreciate it. And thank you so much for the hand hearts, dude. I appreciate that. Yeah, birria tacos. So then you take your tacos, your 2 tacos, boom, boom, on the flat top, a bit of nice, really nice cabbage, squeeze a lime, your birria inside that, a little bit of cotija cheese or any type of cheese that you prefer, a little bit of hot sauce, boom, and you have a gorgeous, classic Mexican taco. You know what I'm saying? PC white cheddar mac and cheese is good. Oh yeah, it is. And Jacqueline, yes, I am a chef of the last 25 plus years. Am I supporting the Loblaws boycott as much as we can? The issue with it being a boycott is that the problem with that is that Superstore is literally a block from our house, and it's in terms of accessibility. Birria is not a type of cheese; it's a type of meat. Meat and stock. It's a type of food, right? Whereas the cotija cheese is a type of Mexican white cheese. Am I Canadian? Yes. Yeah, you feel me, right? Like the thing is, again, you can do what you can, but again, if you guys are going to support the what do you call it? If you're going to support the Loblaws boycott, just do it in a very thoughtful way, right? Because I will still go. I'm still going to go to the Superstore, but what the things I will be doing is only buying things, again, like I do now, things that are extremely discounted, the things that are like the highest sale items, period. I'm just not going to buy regular everyday stuff from there, just because then those things are still upcharged 5-8 times, rather than like they're 50% off, they're 70% off stuff. It's worth buying because that is actually the real price. You know what I'm saying? Those are the way to do it. But if you can't support that boycott, don't. You know what I'm saying? It's all about thoughtful purchasing and you know what I mean, just being thoughtful of the things that you're making and adjusting accordingly, okay? Yeah, the way I look at the pricing is that unfortunately, because of corporate greed and shareholders, etc., there's all these factors. The real thing is, what I want is that corporations need to realize where they are in the world, and that they need to go back to pricing everything so that you get a 1/3 profit. Right now, they're doing like a ×5 profit or a ×8 or a ×10 profit on dog and pony items and workhorse items, right? So yeah, that's but at the same time, if they're going to do that, they're not paying their staff correctly, so it's it's all kind of trash, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, lost leaders, exactly. Butcher pork cuts, whole chicken, etc. So you get the biggest bang. Yes, I can definitely do that. There is a couple items that if you wanted to save money, there is better ways to do it. So if you guys want steaks, I do recommend buying the whole loin of beef. Like either it be AAA, AA, whatever. You can still manage to make those things all really work to your benefit, and it still be really, really delicious. I will definitely write that on the list. Thank you so much for the suggestion. Because again, butchering is something that's really easy to do. Takes a few minutes when you do the purchase, and then it's just in your freezer. Yeah, let the pets in their stores. That's hilarious. Yeah. And Rory, thanks so much for the ice cream cones, bro. I appreciate you, man. And it's great to see you. Oh, it's second Rory. Nice.
Both Rory's are rad dudes.
Yeah, dude. Right on. Either way, great to see you, brother. I appreciate you. Oh, you got the authentic grocery store? Hey, I wish, man. Because I'm a really big fan of like the A1 grocery stores, like the Korean grocery stores. I really wish there was like that Filipino grocery store that was that's in Dalhousie. Was closer to my house. Because again, it's just like I like the TNT, but it is also partnered or owned by Loblaws. Yeah, but yeah, again, you just got to just be conscious and what do you call it? Just conscious overall of your purchases, and just make the right choices. Absolutely, yeah.
Boycotts are basically that, and a good opportunity to explore new places.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like what Shannon's saying is it's a great opportunity to explore new places and then really take a look at the things that you are purchasing, right? Just look in the mirror, take a look at what you're doing, and pull it back, right? And I think that's a really smart, empathetic way to do your purchasing, right? And it keeps everything in line with what you want to achieve. And post the mayhem online. yeah. No, I agree, right? Because again, when it comes to like the boycott and all that stuff, it's just, I mean, if it worked on Kellogg's, it can definitely work on major scale things. And like Shannon was saying earlier too, they're already rolling out with they're bringing back like their 50% off stickers and stuff like that, which leads me to believe that they're going to start pricing above and then cutting that in half. So really, they're not losing that much money. But again, when it comes to it, I'm just gonna wait. Like in about 2 weeks' time, everything will be cheaper, or like discounted stuff like that. And that's where really, like, if you're gonna help the boycott, buy their cheapest discounted stuff because they need to get rid of it, right? And that makes more sense to attack that company. You never buy their high end stuff, right? Same thing with meat, dude. Like, god damn it! Like, I can't stand the idea of how much and how expensive meat is. If you guys actually really want to empathetically like purchase or like smartly purchase meat, go on Facebook and go to like local farmers Facebook groups, right, and ask if they have meat for sale, right? It's going to cost you like a couple $1,000s, but if you split that between you and 10 other people, you can get an entire cow for the cost of like $1,000, right? Whereas the $1,000 in the grocery store will most likely only get you maybe a quarter of the beef that you would actually purchase at that price.
Anthony wants to know if you have a recommendation for ramen noodles that you can try at the Asian grocery store.
Ramen noodles? Okay, so like, are you talking about like fresh or fresh frozen type thing, or are you talking about dry ramen noodles? Because in my opinion, as long as you can find ramen noodles, I recommend getting the fresh packed ones, and then just lightly blanching them. Those are, like, in my opinion, some of the best ramen noodles, hands down. Nice. Do a part 1 and 2. So chicken back dinner, and next day is chicken soup with bones. Absolutely, I can. Yes, Bridget, what's awesome is that we actually subscribed every now and again to a subscription just like that, imperfect vegetables, right? Like off. Hey, Caitlin, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Welcome. It's great to see you. Yes, I highly recommend, because there's other companies called Anarchist Foods that get the vegetables that don't look perfect for groceries, but they are still perfectly good. You get mad deals on those. And like you get it for like, I think it's like $30 for like 12 pounds of like really good vegetables, right? Yeah, even Walmart's not the same. Yeah, I agree. What is the best ramen noodle? Let me see. Dang. I don't have any in the freezer. Yeah. I don't have them on deck. I couldn't tell you the brand, but it is like the Lee Kim Ki. It has a red label, but a clear. It has a 3-pack or a 4-pack of already pre-rolled ramen noodles together. They're amazing. Because again, any ramen noodles that you can find that is, what do you call it? That is pretty much just dry, but fresh, like freshly made, but like dried with about a bit of flour in there. So you can actually just go ahead, blanch it for like 2 minutes max, and then drain it out. Those are the ones that you want to go for. But remember, when dealing with ramen noodles, you blanch, then rinse first. Then you put back in the bowl, like you're going to rinse, cool it down. You're going to then put it back in the bowl, add your hot stock on top of that with your accoutrement, okay? That's the real way to get the best out of your ramen. Too good to go. Yeah, has bags of food for $4.99. Yo, if you can harness like what's in those things, absolutely, you are now winning. You know what I'm saying? And being economical and thoughtful about your purchases. Who uses ramen in a real restaurant? Every restaurant that I've ever opened that had ramen on their menu. I actually have done ramen a few times. What's good? Matthew, how are you today, sir? Just making a little bit of dinner. Junk food restaurants up in Canada. You do know that ramen is not a junk food, and it's an actual traditional Japanese dish served literally all over Japan and parts of Asia, right? And they also make their broths from scratch. You know what I mean? Same with their char siu.
They're getting
Yeah, I don't know if you quite know about that. Because there wouldn't be ramen restaurants. My goodness. Stop staring at you. Hey, come on now. I like what I see. Super good. Stoked. I want to make risotto. You're going to make risotto? Nice. What kind of risotto are you making today, bro? Yeah. He was like, I'm Japanese. I'm like, yeah, but you're also calling your then own traditional food junk food. And I find that kind of funny considering how many ramen restaurants there are in Japan. And on top of that, how traditional ramen is. Like it's it's an alkaline based noodle. They've had it for like 1,000 years. Yes, there is. Absolutely. I do all of my ramens without fish sauce or seafood ingredients as well. Yes, it is. And it's also in, if you talk about their history, if you go to any like modern day like museum that like that accounts for like China or Japanese dynasties or like their royal history, you know what I mean? Like ramen like udon and a bunch of other stuff like that has existed longer than like sushi has. Hey Shane, man, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's just crazy, but it's also kind of funny that they started bringing up colonialism or some crap. Like I don't think they
referred to us as a colony.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Which I mean,
we are in Canada, but like
you tell them a line
but like they're starting to then lose the point, the plot of this conversation. But it's fine. You know what I mean? We didn't block them, but they're more than welcome to be here. They're just not allowed to talk because goddamn.
No.
They got the full boot. Damn, you just put the whole foot in there.
I put the whole foot. I'm sorry, you were.
So many high-end Japanese restaurants serve. Yeah, dude. And I've been like, I worked with a guy. I opened a restaurant here in the city, who's running the. I believe he's still at the Sukiyaki House as the head chef. Because again, that was the. He learned sushi. It took him, I believe, about 10 years fully to learn sushi as well as ramen cookery, right? And he's from the fucking countryside. Right, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's like PEI and potatoes. Ah, man, I know. That's, yeah. Yo, yeah, definitely. Get on your lives and start cooking, bro. Do it. Like, this is the pinnacle of what I do on my channel, primarily. Oh, I love sushi rice. Shannon just had some sushi rice earlier today.
Stuff in my face.
I tried Burgundy's barbecue Korean beef the other day. I had no clue how to cook it. Yeah, I mean, but at the same time, like, you can always if you're ever in a situation at a Korean restaurant, like, you don't know what to do with it, just ask. They'll show you, and then you'll always know from that point on, and it's awesome. Gabe, the food is going really well. It's at 5 o'clock now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm probably gonna boost the. Actually, I'm gonna keep it at 350. I'm probably gonna pull my pork in the next, say 10 minutes or so. Sushi rice is amazing. Yeah, dude. And Korean barbecue is fire as well. Like, without a doubt. Yeah, sushi rice. It hits like right here. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I got the beef right there. Boom. I have like the start for my dessert. What I'm probably gonna do here is actually I'm just gonna make up my noodles right now. Just gonna get a pot, just a pan full of water, so I can braise these noodles, get them rinsed off, and then have them ready for the sesame. Right. So again, when you have like these frozen ass sauces, right? What's awesome about them is that just leave them out for a second and they just become soft. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's a good amount of oil in them, so they don't fully freeze, which is awesome.
Matt says you guys are gonna cook together on live and make food for each other.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, dude.
You can do a bro date.
Yeah, dude. We'll bro down on some fucking. Wait till it's a little bit more warm out, and I'll just have like a. We'll just do it on like my deck, with the barbecue. Right. So again, sesame paste, a little bit of the soy mixture right here, really awesome. Okay, and again, this is really great. I love again any of this type of product. It's that flash frozen, again, alkaline noodles. It's not junk food. All right. Right, but these are awesome because you can just pitch them into your hot water, let them sit, bring it up to a boil. It takes roughly about 2 minutes, and the best part about these is you just rinse them off, and they remain spongy. They have a great mouthfeel and a good chew to them.
Matt says bring everyone from Taps.
Oh, absolutely. Y'all are having pizza for dinner, Caitlin? It's still good. I love pizza, dude. Have I ever made a pineapple upside down cake? Yes, I have. Actually, I haven't made it in a little while, but I think the last time I made it, I was still at the retirement home. No, TAPS is a community that I joined with this fellow on here, Mr. Huidson. It stands for the Artist Project Society. Ham, pineapple, mushroom. Damn. Yeah, dude. Yeah. That'd be awesome. Because then again, yo, Matt, if you get on, you start cooking. It's really great because then you just end up meeting a great amount of people, great culture. You know what I'm saying? Is plain ramen noodles. What's that? Plain ramen noodles with butter and salt.
Oh, that sounds good, actually.
That actually sounds good. Because there ain't nothing wrong with sketty and butter. I do make fun of it. But, you know what I'm saying? I will say, if it hits you just right. What I like about sketty and butter, though, is if you just a little bit of Parmesan cheese, toss it in, gives it a little bit of creaminess, extra bit of salt. Pineapple upside down cake for my wife's birthday. Oh, yeah. Yo, hey, if you want a proper recipe for that pineapple upside down cake, I can definitely hit you up, all right? Just hit me in the, ruined it on the flip. Hey, it depends on how you flip it as well, right? And how much time you let it rest in the pan before you did flip it, all that stuff. Yes, it probably still tasted amazing.
A dessert only stream?
A dessert only stream? Woof. Yo, if I only did, you have a sweet tooth? Yo, if I only did desserts, that would be fire. I should actually, though. We'll start with like a really light dessert. We'll probably do it in like 3 or 4 phases because I can do like desserts pretty quickly. Definitely too long a rest. The caramel got too hard. Ah, I see. Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, that kind of stuff happens. But at the same time, like, you live, you learn, and now you know when, like, the sweet spot is. How-to pastries for beginners? Oh, that's going on the list. Yep. Yeah, how-to pastries? Absolutely. I'll definitely do that. Because, again, I have really good hacks on keeping things, again, sustainable, economical, and easily accessible. Especially for people that don't have, like, a mixer. They don't want to make their own doughs, stuff from hand. So I can definitely help you out with that. A sweet sundae. That's a really good plot line. I think I might do a sweet sundae. Plus not enough non-stick spray. That happens too. Hey? Yeah, man. They are coming in hot with the fucking really good ideas. Hey! Thanks so much for the Rosa, bro. I appreciate it. Hell yeah, dude. Thank you so much. Jeff's Journey, you love cooking. Hey, man, right on, dude. What do you love cooking? What's like some of your favorite dishes? Okay, so I'm going to take my beef balls and just going to put them on low because they're all pretty much good to go, nice and warm. Yeah? Oh, yeah. So my pork is looking all right.
Uses an air fryer a lot.
Use an air fryer.
Jeff's Journey.
Ah, okay. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. I love that. Damn it, what the fuck was I looking for? Alright, here we go.
We're looking for that.
I was looking for that thing. It's right over there.
It's right there.
It's right there. Get out of my house. Alright, so I got a little bit of this nice bok choy. Made a great mushroom white wine risotto the other day. Gorgeous. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Yes, you can. It's pretty funny. Okay, so again, I found these really plump. See, this was a good purchase, right? This whole bag of bok choy, maybe about 7 or 8 pieces, right? This was only $2. So again, when it comes down to economizing, it's all about finding the right economy. This is again why I love trying to make sure that I teach people the benefits of cooking or knowing like food theory, stuff like that. Just because then you're not limited to just your recipes, you're limited to your imagination, essentially, right? You can go in anywhere and then just find anything that you want to cook. Have I been to Shaganappy? You've been practicing your pan flip, Bridget. Right on, dude. Yeah, MJ. Yo, a Nanaimo bar. I know, dude. It's actually kind of funny. But Nanaimo bars are like one of my favorite. I don't like making them, but like they are one of my favorite gnarliest desserts, dude. So crazy. And have I been to Shaganappy? Yes, I've been in and around Shaganappy. That's for sure.
It's a thing.
Super cheap veggies and fruit and YYC. Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. The market. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut up. Yeah, I'm just going to cut up maybe like just 2 in halves. I'll do one more.
Lamborghini, what's in the dumplings?
The dumplings are pork and beef with vegetables, sir. So best of all the worlds. Yeah, I am actually buying a wok probably closer to the summertime. Where am I from? Calgary, Alberta. I mean, originally from the Philippines, but yeah. Yo, no-bake cheesecake minis is fire, dude. Yo, I love mini cheesecakes, dude. Montreal over there? Hey, right on, dude. Hey, you're taking off? Hey, Matt, I'll be definitely messaging you in the next, like, in a couple hours, maybe the next day, okay? We'll set up shop, and then we will have to sit down and discuss other things. All right, brother? You have a good rest of your night. Have a good dinner as well. No dessert. Dessert, actually, I'm doing, I have these nice mango milk breads that I sliced, right? Really great shape. And I'm going to just literally toast it in the oven just slightly. I'm going to smear it with a bit of like white chocolate ganache. And I'm just going to sandwich some straight up ice cream on the inside of it. It's going to be gnarly. Can I make fudge chocolate cake? I haven't done a fudge chocolate cake in a little bit, bro. What do I got cooking in the fry pan? So in the frying pan in the back, I got some nice, they're just beef soup balls. Or basically beef meatballs. As well as, they're like the kinds that you would find in pho, right? They have a good amount of flavor, well seasoned, so I just have them sitting in the back, just in a nice braising liquid of mushroom and beef stock. Okay, and then here I just have a simple pan of water, which I'm going to then put these noodles into. Okay, just like so. Right, and again, these are awesome because These are awesome because all you have to do is just let them sit for a second and they fall apart, like just like that.
Udon noodles?
Udon, no, they're more like ramen noodles. Yeah, not as thick as the udon. Okay. Okay, so get some nice separation. Bring this up to a nice simmer for roughly about 1.5 minutes. Yeah, udon is amazing too. Don't get me wrong. It's because I love things that has a good amount of chew to it, all that stuff. Yeah, rice noodles a lot too. Hey, right on. Yeah, I love clear rice noodles, especially for things like things of like a spicier broth, like a thinner spicier broth. Or I love using clear noodles or glass noodles, stuff like that for like cold dishes, which is amazing. Like not just like salads, but you can have like vermicelli equivalent dishes that are cold. So again, like peanut noodles, spicy chili noodles, stuff like that. Yeah, vermicelli and spring rolls, that's very Vietnamese, which I really adore. Making pork chops tomorrow. Any suggestions how to cook? I always go shake and bake. Nothing's wrong with shake and bake, dude. You're doing pork chops? To be honest with you, I mean, you could do, oh man, how about you do shake and bake, but then you do a really kick-ass, dank, like mushroom cream, right? On top, gnarly. Right, and then put it on top of, like, you can put it on eggs, you can put it on like a nice jacket potato, or you can do fried potatoes. Like, so it would be fried potatoes, pork chop, cream sauce, and then a soft seared egg on top of that. Boom! So super creamy, green onions and like a bunch of other greens to make it like super fresh. Oh, I don't know if I can beat Gordon Ramsay. He's super. He knows his technique is just bomb. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just so organized that that I guarantee I would probably just look him in the eyes and then just start getting scared. Do I like cabbage rolls? Yes, I do. Yeah, I really do. Yeah. Oh, and Bridget, if you do the pork chops as well, if you can take them off the bone, that would be really ideal. If they don't have bone, that's perfect. But you do them shake and bake, boom, 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 right? Sauce, egg, but underneath the egg, you can also put like fresh, really like soft avocado. I think that would be really fire. Or some like pickled jalapenos as well. Make sure, yeah. Well, at least this handle's already gone. So this one, strong as like a rock. Hell yeah. You need a cabbage soup recipe, man. I haven't done like a sweet and sour cabbage soup in a long time. Rory, hey, it's not a problem, dude. I appreciate you for being here either way, man. And Simon, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Outstanding seafood and noodles. Yeah, dude. Cabbage roll soup. Ooh. Like a nice cabbage roll stew type thing. That'd be fire. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and drain off my noodles. Yep. Okay, so again, what I'm going to do, so I'm just going to get that pan hot. Rinse off my blanched noodles just so they can stop cooking, so they're not ultra soft by the time I get to them. Okay, boom, just like that. Okay, now I'm just gonna let them just dry off. So, what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna fill the bottom of my pan with about 1/4 inch of just regular water, okay? Okay, so then I'm going to get 2 birds stoned at once right now. So now that I have the water, I'm going to go ahead with both the dumplings and the bok choy and get those cooked off. Soup month. Oh man. God, I love soup. We love soup around this place. And Jeff's Journey, thank you so much for the follow, brother. I appreciate you for being here. Matzo ball soup. I haven't made a matzo ball soup in so long either. What about tortilla soup or loaded baked potato soup? I love both those things. Actually, to be honest with you, I'm a huge fan of a potato soup. Like, I love potato soup is one of the items that I consistently will always put on my menus every time I open a restaurant or I take over a kitchen. It's just potato soup is on there. Loaded potato soup especially. Yeah, it's just so hearty, especially when it's wintertime. Damn. Yeah, that's 100% my style, which I love. Okay, so I have this going right now. So what I'm going to do is, again, base down. So it's going to be the inside cut into the pan. Okay. This will only take a few seconds because, again, with bok choy, you don't necessarily have to cook out the stock all the way, right? Because you do want to have that little bit of crunch, right? Which I find very appealing, me personally. Okay, and it's already 5:18, so I'm going to go ahead and remove and let my pork belly rest. Like that. God damn, yeah. Okay, how's my tops? Nice. So at this moment, I'm just going to go ahead and start basting. Yeah, dude. Nice. Okay, so I'm just going to go like that. Again, the idea here is you're just trying to soften out the... you don't need necessarily a crispy skin. You can do a crispy skin if you'd like to. But with that being said, it's not really that necessary. Right? What you're really looking for is a really sumptuous bite after it's been allowed to rest. Okay? Nice. Mediocre, man. Hey, I appreciate that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Spooning on the love, baby. Yeah, MJ, yo, honestly, like, I remember I made like a loaded potato soup like back in like 1998 at like when I started like line cooking, and like the chef was like, all right, we got all these potatoes, just peel them, like they're all leftover baked potatoes, so just peel off the jackets on the skins, braise them down with some chicken stock, right? Pull it off the heat. You're gonna emulse it in a little bit of bacon fat, just get that down to a thing. When it's thick, add as much liquid, like as much chicken stock without salt as humanly possible to make a soup. And then all we're gonna do then is just do mise en place, green onions, bacon bits, you know what I mean, just have cups of sour cream. Let's go to Gateway. Hey, thank you so much for the follow, dude. Appreciate it. And Filipina German. Hey, right on, dude. Thanks so much for the follow as well. Yo, Mary is it MB from Manitoba?
Yeah.
Hey, right on, dude.
You see Jeff's journey? Where you fucking cooking?
Yeah, fuck, I'm cooking. Always fry some bacon, toss it in. Yeah, 100%. 100%. You gotta have it. Mary, thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's always been one of my things, is that when it comes to like, especially if you're gonna do a loaded potato soup, man, just load it up. You know what I'm saying? Because I like making mine where it's like so dense that when you put your shredded cheese in, it just sits on the top. That's it. It doesn't do anything. Just sits there and melts.
What are we making tonight, Chef? And then NHL fan wants to know what your favorite sports are.
Okay, so what we are making tonight, sir, is some nice sesame noodles to go with some nice pork belly, right? Braised soy pork belly. Right now, I'm just pulling out my bok choy to allow these guys to just drain. Okay, so you don't want to cook it past the point. Like, you want the leaves to be nice and wilted, all that good stuff, and then we'll just let the bases drain. Okay, and then while you pull out your bok choy, boom, we're gonna go ahead and get that back up to a boil. All right, then we're gonna throw down actually, I'm probably gonna drain a little bit of this just because that's a bit of water. If you have thicker dumplings, by all means, keep some of the water in. Oh yeah, so what we are making tonight is the sesame noodles with some nice pork belly, some nice beef balls to go on top of the sesame noodles as well, and a side of the, what do you call it, bok choy. Then for an appetizer, we're also going to be doing just some nice simple store-bought dumplings that are going to be pan-seared. So it's these guys right here, nice and thin. So what we're going to do here is I have a little bit of water going, and then all that's going to do is it's going to encourage the dumplings to just become fully cooked before we hit the pan with just a touch of water, a touch of oil, right? And that will help fry up the dumplings. All right.
Mediocre man wants to know: are black pepper and white pepper interchangeable, or is there a noticeable difference?
Okay, so black and white pepper definitely do have like a main flavor profile of their own. They are, though, interchangeable to an extent. The only difference is that, in my opinion, white pepper is a bit stronger. It does have a hey man, thank you so much, I appreciate that, buddy. I do recommend white pepper because I use it quite often. It has a much more fragrant ness to it, but also when you add in too much, it actually has a spicier flavor. Yes, and citrusier. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. It's like a lot more floral. It has a much more of an essence to it, in my opinion, than black pepper. Black pepper still has its merits, things for like brines and stuff like that. But to be honest with you, whatever you have will work no matter what. So I'm just going to add in just about a tablespoon and a half of oil to the water.
Do you prefer dumplings, fried dumplings over steamed or boiled?
To be honest with you, I like both. It depends on the dumpling, but to be honest with you, I'm a really big fan of like a crispy crust, especially on a dumpling. At least if you can achieve a crispy crust, that's ideal. But I mean, if the best you can do is get the dumpling just steamed, hey, also good, also just fine. What type of oil? I just use like regular ass canola oil, to be honest with you. Dumpling soup, yeah, dude, fucking delicious. I'll be real. Okay, so that's all on deck. I'm just gonna go ahead with. There you are. Oh man, that's all good though. I mean, what's a good steamed dumpling, right? It's just basically just but I think it's, to me, it's just because I just like crispy things. That's always been like one of the reasons I loved like certain parts of dim sum was the crispy dumplings, or crispy wontons even, like deep fried wontons. Oh yeah, cornstarch slurry. Yeah, I'd agree with you, definitely. For me, I just got used to like just a little bit of oil, and again, I don't like to have to get like a full crust, just because it depends on the pan as well. Yeah, some chicken broth will be fire. But I think where I'm almost at is good. You know what I will do? Actually, you know what? Fuck crispy. We won't do crispy right now. We'll do this. Since I have it on deck, it's going to be a little bit of this. So beef and mushroom stock, right? Hit that. And then just a little bit of that pork braised in there. Yeah, dude. Yeah, get some nice color. Good. Oh yeah. right, it's gonna keep these moving for the next couple seconds, and that's good to go. So then, in just in a simple bowl, I'm gonna go ahead with just dressing the noodles. Hey, thank you so much for the rose. Appreciate you. Okay, so I'm going to go with just a bit of that sesame oil up in this thing. All right, so it's going to be sesame, and I did put both the portions of noodles in the bowl, so I'm going to be doing both right away. And I will also be reserving, I'm just going to dress it right now with just the sauce and the sesame oil. Okay, and then I'm going to reserve just a little bit on the side, just so that the non-spicy stuff for my kiddo.
Mediocre Maine wants to know, I've wanted to cook pork belly for ages. Is it difficult to cut to cook in the pan? I'm always afraid I'll undercook my meat.
Okay, so the way it works, bro, is that if you want to do your anything in a pan just like this, all right, it isn't hard. But if you are worried about it being fully cooked, like to 160 60 degrees, 165, whatever, get yourself a digital temperature probe that you can then take and then just shoot into the meat itself. Yeah, man. Jeff's journey. Hey, man. Absolutely. If you can get on live, absolutely, bro. I'm always down to cook with others and see how their style is. You know what I'm saying? Because again, I'm like what I've learned in the last 20 years is that everyone's technique and style is always different, and there's always something really awesome to learn, especially when you cook with others. This is why me and my homies always cook. We always take the time to at least cook with each other at least once a month, type thing. You know what I mean? Or as much as humanly possible when we do connect and when we do get together, right? Because again, a lot of my friends, all of my friend groups are just cooks. Like we're all chefs.
That's true. I go live every Friday and cook food and myself.
Nice. You cook food and yourself, my man.
I love that.
Yeah, I dig that. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and. Oh yeah, so that's good. Where is BB's bowl? I'm gonna just do a little teeny tiny BB scoop like this. Boom. Like that. Okay. I'm gonna put that to the side. Then I'm just gonna add in just these extra chilies onto this thing right here. Okay. You can add as little or as much or as little chili oil as you like. For things like peanut noodles, I do enjoy having a good amount of chili just because, what do you call it, savory and spicy is like such a good combination. Mm. What am I cooking? It is peanut noodles, or sesame noodles, sorry. Right, so it's a nice savory and spicy noodle, which I'm mixing up right here. I got some nice, just pan-seared and soy sauce deglazed dumplings for an appetizer. Right on the back, I have some pork balls and some nice pork belly to go with the noodles for tonight as well. And then for dessert, we're doing, what do you call it? We're going to just do a literal ice cream sandwich. So here, I have some nice mango milk bread, Japanese mango milk bread that I sliced, and I'm just going to put it into the oven pretty soon. Then I'm going to put it on, I'm going to smear it with a bit of white chocolate, and smash in just a bit of ice cream on the inside.
Sesame oil, question mark, or just your...
Yes, sesame oil. It's more of like a sesame paste, like more like this, like a dark sesame paste. Feel me? Because again, it's like sesame peanut butter, but you're gonna get a much more rich sesame flavor out of it. So then I'm just gonna just take a splash of this, add that in, just so it loosens up the noodles. Yeah, there we go. Damn, hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead, just a nice, good scoop of the sesame noodles, just like that. It's into the pan, or into the bowl, boom. All right. Then I'm going to go ahead with just a little bit of these beef balls. Just do 3 so they're nice and soft. Yep. Nice. We'll go with an odd number right there. Okay. So then for the pork, I'm just going to grab that. Now that it's had a chance to go ahead and rest. Okay.
Chef's journey. I make some spicy peanut sauce, and I'll be over in 10 minutes.
And you'll be over 10 minutes. Hey, my man. Okay, so go ahead, give that a nice slice. That crust, yeah, dude, look at that. Right? You can see it. Right, dripping, dude. So again, with this, I'm just gonna go ahead and slice it nice and thin. Right? I'm just gonna throw a few, actually, if anything, I'm actually gonna cut it lengthwise. Get that out of the way, all right? And do it Chinese style. So then you get the nice chunks of pork slices. Oops. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Can you clarify what kind of pork you're using?
The pork I'm using is a slice of pork belly, since it was one of the best prices for pork, considering it is pork belly. Leisha, what's good, dude? Good to see ya. Yeah, very succulent. Like, it came out really, really nice, really soft. Like, you can, again, like, you can see it in the light. It's glistening, right? Good amount of breakdown of the fat. Yeah, the skin itself is very crisp, but still very sumptuous, which is nice. So, leave that to the side. And then, of course, let's see if I have any green onions.
As is tradition.
As is tradition. Okay. Well, yeah. Okay, and then, of course, I'm going to go ahead with just a couple hits of the bok choy. Yeah. Okay, I have a little bit of green onions rocking right here, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish that off with a little bit of that. Leisha, give me a shout in the DMs. I will walk you through it again, okay?
And mediocre Maine. How long were you cooking the pork belly? Is it a low and slow type situation?
Okay, yeah, actually, it's great that you asked that. Thank you. So I did put the pork belly. What I did is I made sure to sear primarily the outside, like the skin, side up. I scored it, added, just hit it with like a little bit of heat, get that nice crisp on the top. And what that does is it helps render out the fat, but it will also create a barrier for the steam to go once you're braising it, okay? So then I put it in a bit of braising liquid. Braising liquid, I used actual Chinese brown braising liquid and a little bit of beef powder and water. Beef powder, like stock powder and water. And I literally just brought it up to a small simmer, like a nice easy simmer for about 5 minutes in the pan, then shot it into a 350-degree oven, right? So and it was in the oven for roughly about an hour and about 15 minutes, okay? And that's all it takes. And then, but the real secret to most meat, especially pork belly, is you have to make sure that it's well rested, okay? Okay, any meat that is that you want to maintain soft, succulents, and you want a good amount of that fat to actually just be retained. It's resting time within the braising liquid. And God's Child, thank you so much for the follow. Caitlin, thank you so much for the rose. Good to see you. I didn't see you slip in. How are you?
You stopped by Alicia's live yesterday?
I did.
Juju Unstoppable is asking about broth.
Oh, where's the broth? It's actually a mixture as in here. Right, so you would finish your peanut noodles with just a touch of this because that's going to add a level of sodium on top of it. But what I am doing right now is, check this out. So you have that, you have a little bit, because again, it is a very nice oily sesame oil, right? So you're just going to just pour that just to kind of re-saturate a little bit of that liquid onto your meat. Again, you don't need a lot because it is super, super salty, right? And then you're going to hit with just a little bit of that green onion. All right. So then you got that. Right? And then on top of that, you're actually just going to go ahead and lay down just a few of the dumplings. Okay.
Dumplings need shake. Sin asks how your day is, brother, and Juju wants to know, aren't you going to add boiling water? I think it's because Juju missed the noodles being
Oh.
blanch.
Yes. So, yes, I actually did add boiling water. So the dumplings themselves were in water first, and then I added a bit of oil. So as the water reduced and then steamed out, it was left with just oil. Okay. And then for the noodles, same thing. I boiled the noodles already first, right? Took them out, rinsed them so that they become, what do you call it? Oh, to the soup. What soup? This is a cold noodle. Like it's like a dried noodle. And Jay Wokens, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it.
Sam Page is asking about potatoes.
And who is the star? Who is the star in the background? That's my little lady.
Yelling?
The one yelling or the one that's little on the couch?
Shane, I'm Nanners the Great. I yell in the background.
Yeah, there she is. Yes, pork belly noodles. Yeah, my wife, aka Corner Lady.
Quarterly.
The fucking peanut gallery. Yo, fuck Uber Eats. I love that, man.
Sam Page, pork belly noodles?
Yes, pork belly noodles. That's what I'm talking about. So that is the final dish right there. So it's just a bit of the nice, just seared gyoza or seared dumplings, green onions, bok choy. Then it is sesame noodles with some nice, really slow cooked pork belly, some nice, what do you call it? Some nice beef balls. Boom. Hey, I appreciate that. Alicia, thank you so much for the hat and mustache, dude. Yeah, dude, it's a mad dank dish. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I just gotta go ahead and get a small thing plated up as well. Do. Okay, just get a fork out. So, oh man, Britt, Leisha, thanks so much for the roses, man. I appreciate y'all. You want to tease that ball? You know what I'm saying? Ah, yeah. Okay, so that is it for the main dish right there. Look, I'll be right back. I know Shannon's been waiting on this, so I'm just gonna go make sure she gets her dinner. Yep, I have some noodle. And then I'm just gonna get a little BB size one. There you go. No, this will work. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and get my little one as well. A portion of this bad boy. So we got them nice dumpling. She's a snacker, which is crazy to me. But so she doesn't eat like full ass meals. So you.
Hey, talk about
You don't like full meals, honey.
Who likes to snack?
Yeah, you're a big snacker. So, knowing that, what I like to do is I like to make sure that she just has constant, like, small bites, always kind of on deck, right? Which I don't mind because that's like I'm a snacking person as well, right? So I'm just gonna go ahead, cut in some of that pork, boom, just a little bit of that green onion just for a little extra flavor. Do we get to watch the consumption? No, we never eat on camera, which is crazy. But we will do a eat with me episode because that was one of the requests from one of my followers here. She's a grazer, yeah. You know how it is. Yeah, we always have snacks, dude. Always have snacks. Okay, here, Bubba. Go ahead. So we got nice, delicious pork, there's noodles, and there's dumplings. Yeah, dude.
I never tried this flavor before.
Oh, you'll like it. I think you will. Ugh. All right, guys, we're on the home stretch here. So I'm going to go ahead and
Mommy,
I have the oven just. So what's that? Yummy? Right on. So I have the oven at 350. I'm just going to go ahead and kill the heat. All right. Because again, this is just going to be a really simple ice cream sandwich, a very literal ice cream sandwich. Oh, okay. What these are filled with primarily? These are they're beef pork. Sorry, they're chicken pork. Yeah, they're beef pork and mixed minced vegetables in the dumplings. Really, really nice. If you haven't had dumplings before, I highly recommend if you do have like an Asian market somewhere near where you live, give them a try. You know what I mean? Go in for dim sum if you have a chance. If there's an Asian spot that does dim sum, get your hands on any type of dumplings, shrimp dumplings, beef dumplings, any of that. Be open-minded to it because it's amazing. Oh yeah, actually, yo, she's right too. If you can get someone's like Nona, like someone's like grandmother, for sure, they're kind of like pierogies but thinner. Like they have a thinner coating on the outside. They're not as bready, but they have a bigger, more flavorful filling, in my opinion. Oh, we definitely will enjoy our dinner, man. That's for damn sure. You're seeing dumplings everywhere. Yeah, that once you have it, like once you have, in my opinion, once you have your first soup dumpling, like once you learn how to like, you bite the top, right? Let it drain into your spoon, drink the soup, then eat the dumpling. Once you've had that, it's over. Like all you'll ever want ever is like noodles and dumplings. And I love that. Carter, man, thank you. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, pierogies have more, like it's a lot of potato. But let's be really real though. I love good crispy pierogies, right? A pierogi, sour cream, sauteed onions, bacon. You feel me? Green onions, boom. Like it's crazy. Yo, I know, soup dumplings. Leisha, come on, you know. So good. Like, I could literally eat like probably like 30 soup dumplings in one go. Kind of regret it, but like, you know what I mean? It'd be totally worth it. To be honest with you, I actually just deglazed the thing with soy sauce. With like a soy sauce braise that I had from the pork. So it's a pork stock, like pork fat, with soy sauce and like a little bit of mirin in it. So that's what I deglazed the dumplings with. So it doesn't need to be dipped. It's already like high flavor. Yeah, I love a good crisp on the pierogies. It's totally worth having, you know what I'm saying? So, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull out. Yep. Nice. Oh, yeah, and it actually has that, like, it has like that apricot mango smell to it. Damn. Okay. All right. Not messing around anymore, guys. It is on. So for the dessert, again, if anybody doesn't know, I'm going to just do a flat out, just a flat out ice cream sandwich. So what I have here is some nice cooled and spreadable white chocolate ganache, right? Which I'm just going to go ahead, spread right across both sides. Just like that. Yeah, come here, buddy. There we go. Right? And the warmth of the bread itself should be enough to kind of just make sure that it's it melts slightly and it's spread across the entirety of the bread, just like that. Boom. Yeah, why not? Just a little touch right there. Just a little in the back, right there. All right, so then this goes back into the fridge. Wow. All right, so then what I did find that I forgot that I made is this nice fruit compote, right? This nice fruit thing that I did on the last live. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and give it a schmear. So it's a mixture of strawberries, pineapples, peaches, all been cooked down with a bit of simple sugar and water. So like a simple syrup mixture. Boom. Right? And we're just going to go ahead and just make sure that it's kind of more or less just coated all over like that. Okay?
Do you ever make those old Indonesian noodle salads?
Yes, I do. Those cold noodles in the Indonesian style, for sure. Yeah, and I love using, again, I like mixing it with like those Korean glass noodle type of noodles because of like how bouncy the bite is. It's amazing. Broke out the compote at home. You know what I'm saying? Like we always try to reuse the stuff that we have, and I love making stuff from scratch. You know what I mean? Who do I got for NBA champs? To be honest with you, I don't know, man. Like it's I don't follow sports enough to be able to give you like a legitimate answer. Lakers, yeah. I mean that's a decent idea. There's that one team from. Maybe I'm thinking college, like Lakeshore, Idaho. They're fucking killing it. Yo, yeah, but with the noodle salad, make sure that it's a super heavy and dense salad type dressing that goes on top of it, as well as make sure you drain your noodles very, very well. That is the best way to have a good noodle salad because you don't want it to be super watery. You want it to hit hard, but still be very dense and like kind of stick to your fork and to the noodles themselves. Yo, LeBron James though is a goat. Let's be real.
Raptors, that's right sport.
Yo, hey, but you know what though? I can't. You know what? I'm gonna say Raptors just for the NBA because I'm a Canadian, and they're the only literal Canadian NBA team.
Because the Grizzlies aren't around anymore.
No, Grizzlies are long gone, I think. Who do you got for NHL champs? Red Deer.
Red Deer.
No, I don't know. I'm gonna say I'm a Calgary fan, so I'm gonna say Calgary, but I doubt it. You bake the ramen noodles and then break them up and put in salad. That's a good idea, right? Like it's like crispy pits, right? Raptors, baby. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? All right, so I got this nice fruit compote, white chocolate. Let's go ahead. I got some of this ice cream right here. Yeah. Right, so again, Neapolitans because we have it, but you have the best of both all the worlds. It's chocolate, vanilla, all that good stuff. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put like roughly about 3 to 4 scoops on the inside of this bad boy right here. Haha, dank. All right, just like that. Scoop that shit in there. Wow. All right, and then just try to get your edges as best as you can. Okay. All right. You know what that's missing? Yeah. You know what that's missing? I got some Score-Bite. It's like I got like basically caramel powder, just to add that little bit of like toastiness, right? Bits.
Dumpling is delicious.
It's delicious.
Awesome.
Yeah, dude. That's what I'm talking about.
Mediocre Maine. Is milk hard to come by?
No, but it is easier to come by if you go to like an Asian market. Like if you go to like an Asian store, right? That do fresh baking. Or if you have a Chinatown, go to like a Chinese bakery. We'll 100% have it.
You're running low on store barbecue.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
3 months later.
I mean, yeah, we are getting there. I mean, we are definitely getting there with like running low. You know what? Oh man, fuck it. Just so it just sticks. I'm gonna just throw some caramel on just because I'm weak. All right, here we go. Bow. Right. So then it's that on top. Give it a nice squish down. Oof. Jesus. Look at that. All right. So now the real secret behind any Japanese type of ice cream. Yeah, it's just gnarly. You know. Your next cat will be named Dumpling. I love that. Yeah, literally every living thing in my house would be labeled or would be a food item if my wife would let me. Okay, so
you're still offended about Bandit, and it's been 13 years.
yes, I mean, why would you name a cat Bandit when it could be like a fucking like a waffle or something? All right, so when it comes to any of the Asian sandwiches, right, one of the best things to do is cut the edges off these things. You know what I'm saying? Cut the edges off so then ain't nobody want crust. And then you're left with fucking blow. Ice cream sandwich. Right? With a sweet and savory bread. Bah. Right? And ain't nobody gonna stop us. Ain't nobody gonna stop. Yeah, so dank. Yo, and see, you know what? Yo, hey, what was it? Even Shannon had the same. We went to the TNT today, or we went to the Asian market, and then Shannon was like, "Oh my god," like she doesn't want to admit it, but like everything in there that she hasn't seen, she's like, "That's cute. I want to get that." So we did. We got a bunch of stuff. You know what I mean? I love the Asian market for what it is and what it definitely represents. Yeah, and she's been in there before. Look at that. Oh, caramel. God damn. Yeah, dude. Woof. All right, so that is it. I'm just going to go ahead and plate that off just on a small board, just like that. Fucking blow. Feel me? Actually, I'm just going to put it face up. Yeah. Yeah. Just like that. Look at that. Damn.
Brent says, caramel, the sweet melted cheese.
Yes, that's what I'm talking with that caramel pull, right? You know what I'm saying? And you know, like this is just going to be one of those things that's just so dank. You're gonna be like, I'm just going to get my diabetes right now. It's fine. I'm just going to deal with foot pain for the next fucking week and a half. It's okay.
Did you ever talk to your old school mate that showed up in your live a couple weeks ago?
My old school mate, yes, I did actually. Are you talking about the chick? Like yes. I actually reached out to her. I spoke to her maybe like a week ago. She still talks to a bunch of friends that I still talk to from high school. You know, some good close personal friends. It was pretty good. It's amazing how fucking some people could just discover people on here. You know what I mean? Dessert pizza. MJ, man, what are you trying to do over here? Just hit with the hardest, dopest ideas of all time? Like, what is this? Because I will do a fucking dessert pizza. You're goddamn right I will. Yeah, the chick, yes. Yes, I have spoken to her.
She does have a name. We do know what it is.
Yes, I mean, I spoke to her, but like, yeah, I don't really recall her name at the moment. I'm kind of lost on it.
You. It's Justine.
It was Justine. Oh, of course it was. I want to say Jessica, and I knew it was wrong. Ever make sushi? Absolutely. And John Bryson, you discovered us. Yeah, man. I appreciate you again. You guys are rolling through all the time, making sure to pop for my
Did you
fucking
do 420
lives.
yesterday?
Did I do 420? No. No, I didn't really get a chance to. At the same time, I really had to cut down on like how much chronic I was putting in my body.
Deep fried sushi, please.
Deep fried sushi? I mean, I've done it. I've done it before. It's fire. Hell yeah. Yeah, man. And I appreciate you guys for all rolling through, man. It's a great opportunity to meet great new people. Again, if you guys haven't hit the follow button, please do that. You guys are going to love the community of people that are in here. Amazing, amazing personalities, as usual. But I think, guys, we are at the end of the stream. I pretty much got everything done. Damn. And I got it done within 2 hours. So, love from Edmonton. Hey, Mediocre Maine. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.
Oh, the amazing milkshake.
Amazing milkshake stream. I mean, I'll probably end up having to throw that onto the fucking, what do you call it? Onto the fucking Sweet Sunday stream. That sounds like amazing.
Thanks, Shane.
Yeah, thanks, Shane. Yeah, Shannon says bye. Yeah, Shannon says bye. As usual, guys, thank you so much. If you guys are new here, make sure you hit that hit that follow button as much as you can. And then follow my page. I also stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, 5 p.m. Mountain Time till roughly about 6:30. On Sundays, I start at 3:30, 4 o'clock. Go for a couple hours. I love having the conversations with y'all. And as usual, if you guys have any questions, comments, suggestions for future lives, hit me in the DMs. I'll always try to get back to you guys as fast and as quickly as humanly possible. And with that said, man, y'all have a great rest of your Sunday. I hope it's an amazing rest of your evening, all that stuff. Be safe out there, and I will. Oh yes, and check out my page on my link tree. Is all the connections to all the links to my YouTube channel where I do replays of my lives on there specifically. Okay, so if you guys missed anything, you want to check out any of the recipes that I've done previously, all that good stuff. I am posting that stuff on my YouTube pretty much weekly. Hey, Ladu, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for showing up too as well. From Vancouver, love it.
I can tell by the Canucks fan.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Hey, Mediocre Man, I'm glad you stumbled in here as well, bro. I really appreciate it. But yeah, you guys have a good rest of your evening. Again, check out my pages. Go to my link tree. Check out my Instagram, my YouTube. If you can, do me a solid. Hit the subscribe button on that. Ladu, thank you so much for the follow. And yeah, I will catch you guys on the next live, which is this Tuesday. So catch you then. And you have a good rest of your, good start to your week. All right. Cheers.